What happens when a prime undisputed champion faces a legendary knockout artist at 40 years old? Tonight, we break down the tactical chess match between Canelo Álvarez and Gennady Golovkin in their historic trilogy. This is not just highlights. This is a technical fight study for real boxing fans across the USA, UK, and Australia who want to understand elite ring IQ, timing, and championship adjustments.
Canelo in his prime, 32 years old, 5'8.5".
Ununified middleweight champion, Gennady Golovkin, Triple G. Presentando el orgullo del pueblo mexicano, Saúl Canelo Álvarez.
I want to remind you, protect yourself at all times, obey my commands. God bless you both. Touch up.
12 rounds for the undisputed super.
The immediate strategic question in this fight is how physical attributes at that stage of his career than Golovkin does. But he stops short when he gets close to you to keep that range in.
Golovkin's doing a good job moving counterclockwise and not backing up like he did in that. I like the upper body movement by Golovkin. It's kind of keeping Canelo off base. I don't think it'll be the power, Todd. I think it'll be the speed and the accuracy.
Was that Canelo's very tick-tocky. You have to sometimes time him. You have to be understanding.
Well, according to CompuBox,
sharp. Maybe it's not as fast, and it's very evident, even in this first round, for me to see.
You know, one area Golovkin's going to have to improve on to win this fight is accuracy with
body shots coming soon.
And Sergio, I'm with you about Golovkin paying more attention to the body.
Well, Canelo lacks in foot speed. He makes up with hand speed.
Opponents of Canelo Álvarez, they're reluctant to let that right hand.
Just a second ago, Serge.
Canelo said he was looking for the knockout in round one. He came out to the song "Mama Said Knock You."
Right now, but right now the timing and the distance and the range, Golovkin's doing a good job keeping that.
Canelo is he'll hit your arm, he'll hit your shoulders.
Step in left hook again. Here's the aggression we were waiting for. It is Mexican Independence Day.
If Triple G does not increase his punch output immediately, he's going to fall.
The movement of Golovkin, he's just not throwing a lot of power shots back. It's just an occasional jab.
And the reason I think Golovkin neglects the body in that second fight, and
did in the second fight, apply select pressure, because
Sean said he needs to take some of the game plans that Bibble had and displayed. Bibble's a
so far.
No body work yet from either fighter.
Close to the distance.
So the speed's on Canelo's part, and the power, I would say, edges out Golovkin.
Yeah, so far this feels a lot.
Notice how Canelo is controlling distance with subtle upper body movement instead of foot speed. At 168 pounds, efficiency matters more than volume. Golovkin, traditionally a pressure fighter, is hesitating, and that hesitation changes the entire rhythm of this fight.
A lot more like the second fight.
In the last few days, 90% of the people in the building, at least, are cheering for Álvarez.
But in order for Golovkin to win this fight, he has to go be on Golovkin's side. But blunt power is. These fights always come down to the end, so whoever's going to bank the early rounds is going to have the advantage.
It's been 4 years. Does it feel fresh, you think?
Yeah, it must feel fresh because he's going to have to get out of the way.
Yeah, when I asked Golovkin if he's going to in the middle of the ring.
Canelo with a nice jab. Don't forget, he's got a pretty darn good one as well. It's not all getting trash. He knows he's not going to knock me out in the first round.
There's a first heavy shot thrown by Canelo to that improved upper body movement, because if you look at his feet, they're flat-footed. He's not much of a precision. That would be too much for an older fighter.
He's only landed 6 power punches the whole fight.
Canelo to the body. He must go to the body. One thing I can see about Golovkin is he didn't fill out 168 like the jab. So he's very confident Golovkin is into this trilogy.
In each of those first 2 fights, but Canelo was the far more accurate puncher, especially when it came to especially in recent years. The first two fights,
Counter left from Canelo.
first two fights, he landed.
Both guys are looking, trying to set things up. Now we see through 3 rounds, Canelo's starting to pick it up.
10 seconds to go here in the fourth.
Overhand right reaches to around the guard.
They know if they miss, something big is coming back.
And keep in mind, Bivol lost most of the...
Keep that left hand going. Keep pumping, keep calm, keep pumping that left hand. And then start turning the hook over. Start jabbing, pop, start turning over to a hook. You got this. Just keep your toes tapping and stay in that rhythm.
But that's what happens when you age as a fighter.
At one point, Triple G had knocked out 23 straight.
Power shot of consequence. If he's going to win this fight, if he's going to get back into this fight, he's got to open up.
Jessica McCaskill, what do you make of what you're seeing?
Canelo Álvarez has just been very good.
Defense or an answer for what he's being presented with.
No rhythm, and there's like a lack of...
And once again, you see the accuracy, which has been a staple of these first two fights between Canelo and Triple G.
Punch count. Take more chances.
And that's what Jonathan Banks told him in the corner. That's a strategy of his, because we didn't see no body shots in the first half of the fight, but we're definitely seeing them in the second.
Absolutely. You have to understand the nature of this game. It's a young man's sport.
He seems very tentative, even from the very first round until now.
Outlanded Canelo in 75% of the rounds they fought.
No jabs from Golovkin. I mean, that's what he's known for.
In his last fight against Murata, against Derevyanchenko,
Energy to get down and throw those hard body shots. So from a 40-year-old man,
was losing, but you could tell in the expression on his face and the sound of his voice, he knows.
It seems hard to bear. To me, he hasn't.
Quick reminder. This breakdown uses publicly broadcast fight footage from the live championship event at T-Mobile Arena for commentary and educational analysis purposes. If you enjoy elite fight studies like this, make sure to subscribe and join our boxing community, especially if you're watching from the US, UK, or Australia, where boxing culture runs deep.
Even won 1 round. You know, Golovkin has to change this thing into a turn of events to where.
Well, Triple G needs to
get the respect of Canelo. Nothing to see from the big drama show.
Chris Mannix is in the corner of Triple G.
Golovkin is fighting like an older fighter. He doesn't want to take chances or put himself in position to bend your legs, and it takes that thigh strength, and Golovkin doesn't want to use that just yet.
Not even attempting to implement. I thought the word choice, believe in what you want.
That's what you expect with an older fighter.
Discrepancy. 11 landed power shots through 5.
In my opinion, Golovkin has just been trying to find his own
Right on
rhythm.
my shield. Let's go toe-to-toe.
He's going to have to figure something out.
On past the halfway point, how do you feel it's going for Gennady?
It's the tooth and nail fight.
The crowd erupting at every landed power punch.
The faster man always lands.
And that was the thing between these two. Both of them were bicep of Golovkin now doing exactly what he did with Smith.
Here in the 8th, Triple G is back Canelo up. But he's
Has little steps over, just making sure that he stays moving during the whole
any
fight.
type of game plan to knock out Álvarez. Bully in there.
His power punches have generally been a lot more accurate.
And keep in mind,
Sergio, it definitely looks like mentally he has tapped out.
From Golovkin, though. I think he's afraid of getting...
Experience can only get you but so far. Does Triple G know exactly how to use his
explosive opportunity to counter. A big shot, counter shot by Triple G. Canelo rode with it. Too much respect being shown by Golovkin. This is not what we're accustomed to seeing. Golovkin, that's exactly what Canelo did. Accustomed to seeing this tentative side of...
he has to do extra and go do the...
You wouldn't know it tonight. The lack of jab is not there.
Muy bien, así es. Le estás ganando todos los jabs, hijo, ¿eh? Ok, poco a poco, mira, empezando a dominar. Ok. Ahí va, estás trabajando bien. Déjalo para atrás, vas bien, y fue poco a poquito.
You know, you can see why Triple G is having the endurance problem that he's having.
In this fight, 8 punches per round.
He knows that Canelo's playing possum. He's just touching him.
And that's a heavy right hand.
Don't let him get confident when coming forward.
Nice left hook.
Sean coming out of that round touching gloves, which is something you're not used to seeing from him.
Oh, that's stronger, the younger, faster man, Canelo Álvarez, is doing what he needs to do.
Has knocked out champions in the championship round. He knocked out Caleb Planet.
He tried his best. It's just, you know, this is the little man's sport.
To find a round that GennadyGolovkin has won. He's being outlanded. He's being outworked. Good pressure in that round. Landed his best punch of the night. And you're seeing him basically say, in the first 4 rounds, Golovkin was patient. He was relentless.
Triple jab from Triple G.
Finish on his feet.
Whoa, he needs a knockout. 10 rounds, had thrown 300 fewer punches tonight than he did through 10 rounds in his last fight.
Historically, trilogies in boxing, from Ali versus Frazier to modern rivalries, are defined by adjustments. But age is undefeated. At 40 years old, Golovkin is fighting not just Canelo, but time itself. Meanwhile, Canelo is defending his undisputed super middleweight crown, something only a handful of fighters in history have achieved.
Good point to make a good impression to say, hey, I went for greatness, I came up.
The only man ever to beat Gennady Golovkin.
Second half of the fight.
Well, I'll tell you why, because he already knows he's across the second half of the fight. So
This fight.
Nice overhand right again from Canelo. The first 2 fights about his
a very youthful guy like Canelo. He sees punches.
the fans want to see Mexican style versus Kazakh style. And they're getting hurt for that.
There's an uppercut from Triple G. It's been almost all Canelo, but the last 3 rounds have been very competitive to put Canelo down and stop it.
Canelo has to see that.
And you can see it cut on the right eye of Álvarez.
Version of the Duran and Leonard trilogy here.
Wow, that's incredible, given those numbers.
In their last fight, Triple G landed 19 punches.
Knows that is there, but can he match the speed and power of Canelo Álvarez?
In the corner of Canelo, they said, show your usefulness. This is where you should stay.
And respect being shown coming.
Ring together. It has been a fantastic trilogy, but it all comes to a close right now.
Yeah, the only drama is the Father Time scenario.
No, he's content to cross the finish line now. You know, this is an
Exchange to land, and I just think that he's being outclassed and
Put a
outvoted.
little bit more power behind those punches, backing up Canelo.
That moved Canelo back. It's full.
I want to see more body shots from Canelo. Triple G didn't even see that uppercut.
Left hook from Golovkin.
From bitter rivals. Total up in the 11th. Can he get Golovkin out in the 12th? Watch your head.
And watches it. He's going to wonder why he didn't fight the first half of the fight. You saw Golovkin drop that right hand. He felt that one. I'm going to let my hands go. I may lose, but I'm going out my way.
And that's what the
Maybe he's just too tired to. Maybe it's just a lot to put these
throw caution to the wind. That's how old fighters think. Looks like he's going to go to the body. Triple G's elbow tightens up. He blocks it. Golovkin is timid with his power. He's not unleashing it with ferocity.
This fight wasn't about knockouts. It was about timing, patience, and generational transition. Canelo proved why he remains the undisputed king at 168, while Golovkin showed heart, but struggled with output and speed. This trilogy closes a defining chapter in modern boxing history, and reminds us how small adjustments separate legends from champions.
After 12 hard-fought rounds here at the T-Mobile Arena, we go to the judges' score totals. All three for your winner by unanimous decision,